Arise.
Hello everybody, I am Goji Galba20 here doing another review, and this is for non-expected review, but you know what, I'll do anyways. This is the Transformers Legacy, well, Evolution / United Strongarm figure and United Star Raiders, well, Filch. I almost forgot her name for a second. Sorry, it's pretty late here now, but this is actually not just a random review I wanted to do. At the time of this recording, it is still a friend of mine's birthday. It is Decepticon Almighty. If you watch this, man, happy birthday. And I thought, you know what, maybe I just review these two figures, these two gals for you, because I know like you definitely like these two and the show, because actually the show is not that bad, though I will not talk about it yet. Maybe one day. But I'm starting to like the show a lot more than I thought I would before, because I was, well, not one of the enjoyers, but slowly starting to be one. But not perfect. But that's not about the show. This is about these two figures, Strongarm and Filch. And we're gonna take a look at the law herself, Strongarm. As you can see right here, she is definitely based on the Elita 1 and Minerva mold. But out of the three, she's actually probably the best one. And I'm really happy how she did turn out. And for the record, Strongarm is not one of my favorite characters. Well, I could tolerate her a little bit more, but she is far better than Sideswipe from the series. So, having a figure of her is really nice, and I think they did a really good job on the details. I know the camera not really getting the best of, there you go, but for the use of the mold, I think it's, you know what, pretty good. Yeah, the feet can be annoying here and there, but what can you do? So far, I'll be honest, I really like the look of this figure. She does look very nice, and she does come with an accessory. I'm trying to get it right here, actually. Bear with me. His little pistol, not his, sorry. But you can actually put it right here for Evo. Oh, I didn't do it right. For Evo. It's actually not wanting to connect, actually. The heck? There you go. Evo Fusion! Whatever that is. Okay, to be honest, this is incredibly lame. I don't display it with that because that's just dumb, and my dogs are barking. Sorry about that, but there you go. Aside from Strongarm, I'm sorry about that. My dog is just barking because someone came by. But look at this. This is Filch, and she is using the Air Razor mold, which at first I'm just like, really? But it actually works. It really does work, and her logo is not Decepticon, but a Star Raider or Star Seeker logo. But she's a Decepticon in this show, and this was a pretty fun episode when she appeared in, and it was part of this Skyro too, actually. That's why I'm doing these two as a review. So you can see right there, she may be the remold of Air Razor, but she does look very cool, and I like that she has both, you know, real life features of a bird, and she's more Cybertronian. That's because, yes, she's a remold of Air Razor, but works really well. And thanks to the new wings, you can actually display her wings however you wish, more differently than, I want to say usual, because I don't think you had this to do this as well. I don't know if I'm going crazy or not, but you couldn't really do this at all with the original figure. This is the new piece here. Looks very, very nice. The articulation, yeah, mouth open, close, head could turn, swivel, like there. No, shiny, no. Up, down, up. That's how far it goes, up, but down like that. Looks good. And wings. It's basically the same as Air Razor, but the new piece is this, which looks the same, but with the hinge. So you could do more poses with her like this. And that looks so nice. Like, I think they really did a good job with Filch here with this mold. I think she's the best of the mold. That she does look good. The feathers, tails can go up and down due to transformation, but you can do that. And talons can move as much like so, how you wish, which is honestly, for what it is, very, very nice. Shiny. I gotta admit, these two using the molds that existed they actually look really good and they actually feel nice. Honestly, this has been my favorite use of the molds from the other past users. These two are really, really cool, and I dig it. For size comparison, since I don't have an actual, well, different Bumblebee, nor I don't want to use the Michael Bay ones, I'm going to use my Cyberverse Deluxe Bumblebee, which is the only Bumblebee I have left from Cyberverse. The rest of the figures I did sell off, but I kept Bumblebee because he was the best of the bunch. So here he is with Strongarm and Filch, along with Kingdom Sideswipe, and for the change, G2 Grimlock, because I really love that Grimlock, man. I'm just saying, my new favorite figure of the Grimlock mode. Even though I still adore the original release, this is a second favorite, or my second favorite Grimlock. So there's that. Just so I can show it off, well, take her out of the way, actually. You got a good set here with the forecast. Yeah, I don't have a drift nor a fix set, but I mean, hey, if they make an IDW drift or a core class fix it, that'd be nice. And we have the whole team. Well, it's not exactly the best case for here for this show, but for the generations, this is not too bad. Especially that blue Grimlock. I love that blue Grimlock. For this review, unfortunately, I will skip the transformation this time. Maybe I will go back to it in the future of different molds of this. And Filch, so I'll pass forward here. You just been sideswiped. And here are the two gals in their robot modes. And they look so good. And the reason why her arm looks like this, instead of like how I have it here, is because I do want to show this off. The difference with this mold and Air Razor and even Pterosaur is that you can take this off and you can put it in her side arm here with her, I want to say wrist, but like lower arms. I can't say it right, but you know what I mean. So you have a more accurate look. Yeah, it's parts forming, but you know what? This is a price to make this look even 10 times badass. Honestly, she does wear the mold so good. So does Strongarm. So you have the two gals here. Let's take a closer look. The one thing I do like about the new Strongarm figure is that, unlike the Legacy Prime figures, well, even the show, like, I think the redesign of her head sculpt actually did her somewhat, in a way, a favor, because she does look more older, more wiser than how she was in the show. And the thing is, like, yeah, she's a teenager, but this one, she looks like she's her, like, older years. I mean, what I mean by that? I mean, like, she doesn't look like the obnoxious character she is in the show, despite her being a fan favorite, from what I've heard. But she does look more nicer, and there's chest area looking good there too. No, I'm not being that type of guy, I promise you that. The shoulder pads actually do look not too shabby here. Usually with not Minerva, actually, I'll get to it in a bit, but Elio 1, it's just weird how it is, but Minerva makes more sense. But Strongarm, it's more different, and I do dig it. And her proportions look very nice. Yes, she does have Elita 1's and Minerva's thighs and legs here, but you know what? It's not too bad. The backpack here, honestly, for this character, it kind of works a little bit. But honestly, for a remold, this is an extensive, good remold. Articulation, her head to go up and down, side to side. It's basically a ball joint. You can do what you want. You can move the shoulder pads however you wish, is your preference. And even these were here too. You can make them out or expose more out if you want for side angles. It's up to you. Arms can move up and down, but not a whole lot unless you do that, because the shoulder pads, you can move them forward like so. And again, you could do it like this. Well, it's the shoulder pads could be in the way, and the bicep swivel is there, and elbow bend, and wrist swivel, which is very nice, and a waist swivel if you move the backpack a little bit. Right there. Oh yeah, there's a butt. Up, down for the legs. Actually, not a whole way back, but forward definitely for real. And swivel right there. And bend right there, and ankle pivot. Oh god, sometimes it does not want to lock. It does lock here and there, so the ratchet. But for what she is, she does look very imposing. And honestly, very nice. I really like this figure, honestly. For accessories, and I said before, and she fell. The pistol is a smoky clear plastic, which I did mention before, but give it her there, and she does look pretty good. She is the officer of the law. Pew 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 pew. She looks pretty good. I like her. For Filch, she does look very nice as well. And the new head sculpt, she looks more faithful in the show than the other figures do, actually, which is actually funny and interesting. Even the bird head is actually very faithful to the show. It is the Air Razor mold. Nothing's really changed besides some paint and some parts, actually. But what's changed really makes it look like a different figure, not just a repaint or same use of the mold, and I do love that. Articulation can go up and down, left to right, arms 60 degrees. I will mention this though, for a reuse of the mold, her joints are barely trying my best. She's not degrading, she's actually very tight, probably more like than the other figures I have, like Pterosaur and Air Razor, even the Rise of the Beast one. This is a sturdy use of the mold and very good. Like Hasbro, Takara, good job on making this figure look pretty nice. And with this, since it's a plague, you can move the wings how you wish, like fold it down, or if you want upwards, which or like this. So she's like a blade, which you can do so. You can hold it, her own feather wings. And I don't like that per se. I just prefer on the side arms, or maybe like this. That's not too bad, actually. That actually looks cool. Shoo, fia, shiny. Preferences. And honestly, out of the two, I love Filch more than Strongarm. That's not to say Strongarm's bad. She's actually a good figure too, but Filch wins here. For size comparison, here they are with Sideswipe, Bumblebee, and Grimlock. And honestly, they scale up very nicely with the generation figures. And again, Filch is cool and all, but putting her to the side and put Strongarm there, actually, you know what? Let's try this. I know it's not the best or the most... Oh, my light turned off. I know it's not the actual look, but you know what? These three... Yeah, actually no. These three look good with Strongarm, and she does look good with them. And as a whole, this all looks good. If you don't have the R.E.D. characters, but you have some generation figures go alongside it look good enough, but Bumblebee here as well, I say you got a good set here. You got a very good looking set of the R.E.D. characters if you don't have the actual universe characters. This does pretty good. And you know what? Strongarm is a nice figure in the collection, but I do hope we get a 2015 R.E.D. Grimlock though. I would buy that, honestly. Maybe some Decepticons. So, final verdict on these two figures from the R.E.D. 2015 universe, Strongarm and Filch. To be honest, again, I kept saying it a lot, these two are the best use of the mold. Me personally, I love these two figures. And honestly, like I said before, I'll keep it short, but I won't go full detail. Yes, R.E.D. 2015 is not the best sequel to Prime, but if you look at it for what it was, if you like really like don't count it as an all, or if you see it as like a what if, it's actually not bad of a series. Me personally, I didn't enjoy it at first, but in time this year, I've been just watching episodes because I was like, I was bored, but I've been enjoying a lot of episodes from it recently. Again, is it great? Not exactly, but is it fun? Yeah, it is. And this episode with these two were in really did make, and you know what? It really did make me like the show a little more. And honestly, Strongarm as well. Filch was a one-time character, I believe, but she's a good figure here. Honestly, in the end, these two deserve, well, Strongarm at 8 out of 10 and Filch at 9 out of 10. These two are great molds, honestly. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. And one more thing. Happy birthday, Decepticon Almighty. I hope you had a good birthday. And you know what? I did this review for you, man. So hope you enjoy it. So that's it. See you guys next time. Good to go. 20 out.
Shiny.